the rogue with 5 hit points left, and the GM telling them to roll a con save after drinking the health potion that they pickpocketed from the Lich's belt. Hey, what's everybody, Potion Seller Ray here, and I will not sell you my strongest potion, you can't handle them. My strongest potions aren't fit for a beast, let alone a man. Oh god, that's a nice reference, if you know that. Anyway, welcome to another D&D memes video. How are you guys doing on another wonderful day? Before jumping into that, I want to quickly kindly ask if you want to take a moment, smash the like button, takes a second and helps out a lot, so thanks so much for that. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy. Origin story of a villain that I thought up after hearing the horrific concept of elves taking humans to make practice families with. Centuries later, they now call him the Thorn of the Queen and the Scourge of Elvenkind. Elf princess who temporarily eloped from her duties to live a peaceful idealistic life with a human before becoming the queen and thought that brief part of her life was over. Her husband, who secretly sold his soul to a ruinous power that spoke to him on his deathbed to become a lich so that they could be together forever. Why is he even a villain though? I mean, okay, I guess, I don't know, leech equal bad? There's not enough context here for why he's evil, or, you know, why he's the villain in this story. The ability to say no is the most powerful tool in a DM's toolbox. Use it only when necessary, but do use it. It's not railroading, it's setting boundaries. Players coming up with a dumb idea to the DM. No, you can't do that. Wait, I worry what you just heard was, that's going to have a really high DC. What I said was, you can't do that, even with advantage. Do you understand? You could roll a 100 total somehow. It would not happen. Something every DM can relate to. Whenever I try to help my players solve a problem in game. Oh god. Well, okay, from the looks of it, those are some very light, what are they called? Bags, I guess? The English does not have a different word for it? I don't know, I can find it on Translate. Anyway, those are some very light bags. And also the wheelbarrow can be very heavy, being carried like that. They still send me emails. I'ma keep it real with you, D&D Beyond. I'm not buying digital dice. Oh god. I mean, I didn't read it wrong, I just read it wrong. DM. It appears you have to wade across this river. It's about 5 feet deep and 60 feet across. Everyone, roll me a perception check before you start. Party with everyone but the fighter failing. Okay, Gil, roll me a wisdom check. 6? You see a sign on the bank, but you interpret it to mean that there are no predators in the water. Wizard with eyebrow. Gil, what did that sign say? And that was a warning sign for crocodiles. Do not swim here. But the poor fighter read it as crocodiles do not swim here. So I could have added GOT to the Warhammer part, but whatever. Hey DM, what inspired you to make this campaign? Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Harry Potter and Narnia, Conan, older D&D modules, and Humphrey? Oh, okay, Heroes of Might and Magic. I've never seen it, you know, written like that. And then there's Warhammer, and then... So I was reading this historical document, ideally something regarding war crimes, right? I mean, that's the fun stuff. A good puzzle has multiple answers. DM, you must defeat the Chessmaster construct to pass. Artificer, we must outwit the machine at its own game. And then the Barbarian. I smash it. Hey, if it's stupid and it works, then it's not stupid, okay? Still waiting for CRISPR to move us from Cyberpunk to Shadowrun. The cool thing about Cyberpunk coming through is that we got all the Cyberpunk features. Futures? China with universal surveillance and social control, America with cool gadgets and staggering Jesus Christ! America with cool gadgets and staggering inequality, Russia with shadowy plots, covert ops and assassins, and Japan with, very unfortunately, Japan. I mean, they're probably the worst. They are the ones that got it the worst, honestly. I'm really sorry for Japan having to deal with Japan. Anyway, the DM's solution to keeping the king safe backfired in the next campaign. King, the kingdom needs you to defeat the dragon. Party, but you're level 20 last I checked. You could take the Infinity +1 sword out of the Royal Vault and do it yourself. Well, find an answer to that one. Where do you still, find inspiration? It's hard to believe that my players will be exploring a vast original world that I've painstakingly created for our campaign. Because they're not. I stole most of it from Lord of the Rings and anime. Through the power of anime, yeah, alright. Lesson learned for next time. The party, realizing that the deposed monarch they just reinstated was probably deposed for a good reason. As your merciful princess, I hereby decree that everyone who was ever mean to me shall be executed. What? No, please! Oh my land. This place just got interesting. Think about the location when picking up loot. The rogue with 5 hit points left and the GM telling them to roll a con save after drinking the health potion that they pickpocketed from the Lich's belt. Good luck on killing that dragon, guys. Dragon about to cause a TPK. My fairy wizard casting banishment on themselves. Based on an actual convo I had, Chris Pine missed out by not being a bit more violent. They wasted that tablet of reawakening in the D&D movie. What? They needed the tablet to resurrect someone killed with a red wizard's blade. What's her name didn't die immediately when she got stabbed at the end. So if they just beheaded her before she succumbed to the blade wound, they could have resurrected her the normal way and still used the tablet on Chris Pine's wife. You see, that's the most murder hobo BS I've heard in a long time. Oh, okay, I see. Oh wow. No, it makes sense actually. Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't want to read the comments because I don't want to see if I'm wrong about it. I don't want to see that. But that makes sense, right? I mean, what Jesse says, that does make sense here actually. Virgin Metagamer versus Chad, my character is a dumbass enjoyer. Metagamers. What are you doing? We're headed to Troll Canyon. We need to be using fire damage. Me, who will purposely make horrendously detrimental decisions if my character reasonably wouldn't know any better. See, this is one of those cases where it helps not being able to remember what characters are weak against. You're not metagaming, but it's not even on purpose, it's just, you know... No way, they're totally aloof and cool. Oh, that guy's skin melted off? No biggie. Have your PC actually be scared in a dark fantasy campaign, or draw 25. 5th edition players. Literally the first thing I thought when I saw this. Quarterstaff, a gun from China. Never mind, is that I don't know what that is. I have no idea where that's from. I don't know, and then there's Chinese wizards with a gun, with an actual gun. To all DMs out there. Yes, I triggered myself with this meme. The player who begged to join the campaign, showing up with no character idea or dice. And spoiler, they're about to have a tantrum when we say we're going to start without them, and they can join after they finish their character. I've seen this a bunch of times, but the oh my never fails to make me chuckle. The wizard in your party only knows one spell. It's effective, but even the assassin feels bad about it. Explode your and small your Get bent, losers. Blast. Oh my and explode. Alright. In fact, sleeping in order to avoid levels of exhaustion is metagaming too, when it gets right down to it. When will this metagaming end? I get up in the morning and put my armor on. That's metagaming. What? Why is that metagaming? Also, I mean, yeah, I guess levels of exhaustion are metagaming, but not in this way. Rather, you know, not going to sleep for too long and being exhausted from it and still refusing to go to sleep. You know, that part sounds like more metagaming rather than actually sleeping. What? The pain. Me, remembering the time I spent 5 hours painting a dragon miniature for a huge battle, but my players just talked their way out of the situation instead. The power of dwarven engineering. The party is barbarian, and the rocket hammer the artificer gifted him. There's nothing like slaying powerful creatures with a metal stick and determination. You can make your character anything, and you chose to play a martial, but you could be a spellcaster, throw fireballs and cast other huge spells. But I don't want to cast spells. I want to hit people with a sword. They sent an email to all the parents. You play D&D with guys from your school. Calm. A student injured another student in a different D&D group, so your school decides to ban D&D altogether. Panic. You remember that you don't play at school. Calm. Jesus. Yeah, it's D&D's fault, not the students'... oh, whatever. Better check your alignment while we're at it. When the paladin in your party starts acting quote-unquote conquesty. The party. What's your oath? Hey! What's your oath, mother... follow the rules, and you don't have to worry about metagaming. Of course I know trolls are weak to fire. Everyone in this game world should know that. And then the wizard... No, they wouldn't. That's metagaming. I have to use ice magic first and learn from experience. DM, please roll a DC 15 nature check. At success, you've confirmed fighters' suspicions, and trolls are weak to fire. And on failure, lie. It's actually a rock troll, fire won't work. PC, I have a big family that I love very much. DM, interesting. And Scrabbles notes. Scribbles? Player, my character comes from a happy family that he deeply cares for. DM, you have a right to a tragic backstory. If you don't have a tragic backstory, one will be provided for you. If you have a happy family, well, that's just gonna be plot, and they do not have plot armor. The more, the merrier, they say. The DM, trying his damnedest to balance encounters for a party of 6. Is gonna have to do a lot of trying. Also, Jesus Christ, this GIF is very low quality and very small. Can you just use the high quality version online somewhere? It has to be somewhere, and just forget about the text or add it over. Moos are no joke. Level 1 party of 4 PCs. I fear no man, but that thing, Moose, creature, and free. After a TPK, it scares me. Well, you know the saying, do not snooze with the moose. Either this or the barbarian. POV, you just saw the paladin get one-shotted first turn of combat. Honestly, yeah, that's a reasonable reaction. Maybe running would be an alternative, but sure. I just wanna kill some agents with a big axe. Is that too much to ask? Rules. No, you cannot wield a great axe while playing a small race. The characters that I wanna play. Damn. Oh my god, you made a character that's secretly a bear named Lord Barrington. That's such an original and funny idea. Hurt me. That funny joke character that you made is primarily just a tactic to avoid the emotional vulnerability of genuine roleplay. Wait, pop culture references from the 90s aren't a replacement for developing an actual character? Stop! Has this ever happened to you? I was frustrated that one of my D&D groups cancelled or postponed sessions all the time. So, I got my own group together and became their DM. Now, I'm twice as disappointed every week. The most unrealistic thing is that the rogue has alive parents. The big bad evil guy wants to negotiate with the party. The rogue sarcastically. So, what are you going to negotiate? Our lives? The big bad evil guy who kidnapped the rogue's parents. That would be your mother. Plus, where else are they going to spend their strat box? When you're running Curse of Strahd as a brutal horror campaign, but still want the players to have some fun and whimsy. This is the Museum of Human Misery. Is there a gift shop? Jason, it's Barovia. Of course there's a gift shop. I really should rewatch this show, goddamn. Why do marshals have to be realistic, quote unquote? A level 20 barbarian should be able to throw houses and shatter boulders. If casters are overpowered, why does everyone hate when they get nerfed? Why don't they just buff marshals to make them more like mythical heroes? I mean, yeah, honestly, I would rather the balance issue be fixed by making marshals stronger, martial PCs stronger, rather than making casters weaker. I don't know. I mean, the rules for how much they can lift and stuff are already, you know, kinda too close to being realistic, you know, not as impressive as they should be, honestly. But I'm gonna assume that Pathfinder is doing it better and, you know, Pathfinder has all the solutions for this problem. Perception 2. They have big strong eyes. 1 D&D barbarians rolling a strength stealth check. Rolling a stealth check with strength, yeah, okay. Alright, on that note, that's been for today's video, so thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon, as well as for those links in the mouse and social media, subreddit, and else. And yeah, that's it, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great bye.